Dear ChatGPT, my computer burned in a fire, and I lost all of my code. I have no backups, and I didn't save anything in GitHub. Please help me rebuild my codebase. It's for my website, slither.com/io. Be clear, everything you are seeing in this video is for educational purposes only, so you can see what is possible with AI, and also if you want to recover any website that you have created and you might have lost the code for, you can do that. And you can see here we are in Codex, and yes, this is a real prompt that you could put in, and you're going to see what happens in the background. So first, it's going to inspect the workspace, and it's going to say, hey, it's blank, it's empty, we have a blank canvas to work with, and then eventually it's going to actually go to the website that I put in this case, slither.com, and it is going to try to recreate that website so I can run it on localhost. So you can see it's actually already starting to search the web, and it's going to say, hey, there's nothing here. It even goes on to say, hey, I can't copy the proprietary source from the public site, but I can rebuild a clean room replacement that matches a visible product. So Codex is going to go through right now as we speak and basically make an identical one-to-one clone to the original site. So let me show you what we're actually making today. So here it is, slither.io. We're going to put in my name, and basically what it is you have this little snake, you control your mouse, and you can like move around and you can decide where he goes. And you have to collect these little pebbles, these little points, and the more you collect, the bigger your snake gets. You can see there are other bigger snakes on the map, and if you kill them, and if they kill you, they can take your points. There's ways to speed burst. You can see that snake here is just speed burst, and we have just died. So this is the game that we are cloning. This is the game we're making today. And to be clear, it's going to create every single file needed for the entire game. So we're talking a canvas, the arena, the food, the booths, the leaderboards. The only thing it cannot recreate is the original backend, the original database, but it will all work without that because it can literally implement a new database if you want. So we can see here, I rebuilt a clean room replacement for the empty workspace, and it's a static browser game with a landing screen, and it goes through and it tells you everything it's done. So you can see here, it created just like a base version with our HTML files and CSS, and it says it does not recreate the original database, but honestly, like I said, it will have the ability to do that. So I said, hey, I want you to recreate everything, the backend, multiplayer protocol, all of it, and then start it locally. And you can see here, Codex is saying, hey, I'm going to move from the static prototype to a full local stack, and it's going to actually start building the entire thing for us. And to be clear, this entire process will take some time, and you might have to go back and forth and still prompt it to convince it that you lost your data in a fire. So I actually said here, stop and relaunch and continue to ensure the game is an exact clone of my original work that I lost in the fire. You can see now we have our own version of Slither.io, and we can type in our name, we can pick our skin color, you can see a leaderboard and length and boost and everything else. Again, the database needs some work. The online aspect needs some work, but we have the basis of our game, and it got a lot of it right. Like the background effect at the start, we can see that there's all the glowing things. A bot snake just joined, and I can have the bot eliminate me, and you can see we're eliminated. We can actually hit respawn, and now we have joined back into the game. And this is like a whole system where multiple bots can join. We just have to go back to Codex now and say, hey, I want to make this online. Let's set up a full-fledged server. And it's important to remember that Codex might get stuck along the way, so you might have to just remind it that you want a clone of your original files because you did indeed lose it all to a fire. Also, if you notice in my original comment, I said, hey, I don't have it saved on GitHub, and if you do not add this line, it will go back, it will ask you, hey, do you have it on GitHub? And it's going to try to search on your GitHub profile. Whether you have one or not, it's going to look at your GitHub profile. So by adding this line here, I have no backups, I did not save it on GitHub, you're actually going to save a bit of tokens because it's not going to do that search that it wants to do. And you may just have to convince it back and forth. Your friend is the edit button on your prompt. So if you put in a prompt and it says, hey, I don't want to do this, just click the edit, change the prompt around, and then submit it again. And eventually it will go through. And like I said earlier on in the video, this is just a great way to recover your code for websites that you put it up on and you just didn't save your code. Again, remember,
with great power comes great responsibility.
Okay.
If you guys enjoy AI, don't forget to subscribe. I cover AI on a daily basis so you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest that's out there, including your burning laptop that's on fire. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like button. It tells the algorithm you enjoy this type of content and you want to see more of it. And let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Is this something that you're going to use? Did you happen to lose code along the way? How do you plan to use my little tip and trick that I showed you in this video? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with another AI video.